Hi to all those seeking vibrant health. It's Dr. Rachel Northern, Family Wellness Chiropractor, and it's my weekly health tip. And my title today is I Failed. And a lot of people come to me and think I'm perfect because I talk about all these healthy things and all these healthy things that we should be doing. And I am human, just like you're human. And so I'm just going to go over the things of what I failed. So what I failed at last week is I did not work out at all last week. And I've had on my goal sheets, I want to try to get consistently in the gym 3 or 4 times a week and get really good workouts. And I know personally I feel better. I feel more vibrant. My body overall works better when I get to the gym. So I know these motivators. And I have a lot of patients that come to me and they just feel like a failure. And so I failed, but I'm not a failure. I had 1 week off. I didn't go into the gym because it was like single digits. I didn't want to go get out of the house. And I just got done doing all these videos telling you guys like exercise at home, you can watch videos and all these things. And I want to tell you, yeah, I get in that mindset sometimes too, where I just don't want to do it. I'm human and I don't want to do it. But I am going to get back on that horse. I'm going to get back up. I'm going to show up to the gym tomorrow morning and get right back into it. And so that reminds me of when patients come in and they're like, I keep asking them, they keep saying they're going to start an exercise routine. And I give them all these different ideas and they just kind of in a state of just constant, they feel like a failure and they just keep self-deprecating themselves, and it's not a good place to be. So I want to tell you some tips for getting out of that. So one thing is trying to get a buddy, maybe somebody, accountability partner, somebody to talk to that's loving and gracious to you, and say, okay, tell them, and then when they say, hey, did you do it? And then you have to say, oh, I didn't do it, or I did do it. You want to be someone that's encouraging you to do it, or even someone that actually will do it with you. So if you can get a gym buddy, a walking buddy, a diet buddy, if you're trying to do a lifestyle change and eat healthier. Also putting a date on the calendar and saying, I'm starting now, that's the day I'm going to do it. Tell as many people as possible, because then that helps you also stay accountable. Another detriment of a lot of people is they think they have to do it excellently, like the best or perfectly. And sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes I get to the gym and I only have 10-15 minutes, so I will go on the treadmill for 10 to 15 minutes. At least I did it. It's better than not doing it. So sometimes it's not about perfection. I've had other patients say they don't do things because they're afraid of other people looking at them and judging them. And this is your journey. This is your body. You're the one that lives in it. You have to make the decisions for your body. So, also make obtainable goals, things that you can reach. Things that, if you're, like I have a lot of people say like they're 5'6" and they think they want to be 6'1" and they're my age, they're not probably going to grow much longer. So that's not realistic. Or I have some people that need to lose 50 pounds and they want it in 2 months. Sometimes that's not realistic. So for some people, so make sure you're setting goals for yourself that are not, you're gonna fail at. One of my coaches has told me some goals are not unrealistic. They're because, how did he say? He says your goals sometimes have to have that timeline. Timelines are the unrealistic part. So you can manage to do anything over a long course of time. So look at what Walt Disney did past his timeline. He's no longer with us, and yet still there's expansions of his parks. He had a vision that's continuing to be perpetuated. His goals are still being fulfilled, even though he's not here with us. So what kind of goals do you have, and what kind of timelines do you have for them? So if you're trying to shorten things up that aren't realistic, that's going to put you in a self-perpetuating, failing state. So try to make sure you're doing things appropriately and proportionally. Make sure you have a good support system around you to help you reach those goals, and people who encourage you. So those are some of my tips for you. I do have a free resource on my website that is health goals, and you can write out like where your health is. There's a scale on there, and kind of circle the number and then draw an arrow where you want to be by the end of the year. And then there's 5 empty spots to say, well, how are you going to get there? You're going to try to work out 3 times a week. Are you going to try to eat more fruits and vegetables? Are you going to try to get more sleep? Are you going to try to make sure you're doing more self-care? Are you going to make sure you're having a date night with your partner at least, once a week or once a month? Making sure you're having family nights. Those kind of things, all the different aspects of health that I've been talking about. So I'm going to leave that below in the comments, the link to that. It's also my website, thedoctorinYou.com. So you can pull that on my website too. It's a little tab right on the website. So I look forward to talking to you next week. If you have any topics that you'd like me to talk about, let me know. Thanks. Bye.